Good morning, everybody on YouTube. This is Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Hey guys, yesterday we just got the Ampex machine in yesterday afternoon. This is like I said, this is a 7000 series black and white unit, and we got it off eBay. They were correct. It is working. I'll give them that. I mean, it does work. It powers up. It's not burning up. Like all the other units, from sitting for years, these things, once you power them up, they catch on fire half the time. But this particular unit is powered up, and it needs everything. So, but this one is fixable. So, just want to show you something. You hit play, all the belts, all the rubber is completely broken off, dried up, broken in a million pieces, but when you hit stop, you go into the play position, hear that noise. I mean, it is spinning. All the motors are spinning. Everything is working. The scanner is working fantastic. As you can see, it does go in the play position. You flip it into the record position, and that also works as well. As you can see, it did light up. So the basic principles of the unit is working. There's nothing really shorted out. But I would probably recap this machine. I don't know, I'll show you in a minute. But this one does actually work. The real good news about this thing is this is a brand new head. This thing has never been used. This unit, for some reason, I was looking inside the box, and the scanner was replaced. The video head scanner on top, this was replaced. This unit was not used very much after they changed out the scanner on this thing, which is a huge plus. It's got a brand new video head on it. But the beauty of it all is they redesigned the contact to the circuit board on the top of the scanner. See this like rise of a shaft? It's got all the little copper connectors on it. Well, the original units, they were having a lot of problems with these machines, obviously. And the original contact unit for the video head and the upper scanner was these things. But these things are a disaster because the wires kept breaking on them, because they would seize up and they're supposed to spin, and they would seize up, and the little wires that go into the copper coil for the magnetic winding wouldn't work. So these were a big problem on these machines, and so I think they had at some point they had to redesign it. So they redesigned it to a standard that looks like everybody else kind of followed along, even in the broadcast decks, where they have on the scanner itself a shaft with the connectors on it already. And it goes into a little holder that makes the contacts with these little graphite pins that make connections to that with little wires to go to the circuit board on the upper part. Okay? This is sort of very interesting because I've had several of these VR-7000 series, and they didn't have the redesign like this one does. This is the old style, and they redesigned it. They must have been considering, because the problem was so big, they had to redesign the video head scanner for the contacts for the upper drum. And for some reason, maybe because they ordered a new scanner, this is a brand new scanner, maybe they ordered a new scanner, they got the kit for the newer design for the upper scanner. Regardless of the fact, this is a very unique and unbelievable find, because this is the higher end scanner for these machines. And this can also be used on the 49C that I got coming next week, which they take all the same scanners, and I could use this modification upper scanner connector for the playback. If I need to use this scanner, this is actually a better designed scanner, I'll be able to actually do that. Just depends on which one actually is the better design. I think the 49C is going to be the better machine because it's lightweight and it was designed better towards the end. These heavier ones in the 60s, these things were monsters. But Anyways, this unit, the 7000 unit, does work. It will need to be recapped. You can see the caps are all grody on this one too. This thing's been sitting for a long time. But when I powered this thing up, I was afraid to turn it on. I was afraid it was going to catch on fire because this wasn't in a very good environment. That's for sure. I mean, it does work. I mean, the seller didn't exactly lie about it, but it's a little bit farther than what I wanted. I was hoping it would be able to use it right out of the gate, but it will need to be restored a little bit. New caps, take the boards out and recap it. And but anyways, the upper scanner was changed out. It's a brand new scanner with a redesign or a new design contact, which goes to the upper amplifier board. This is the little plastic housing, the little copper wires, wires with these little carbon tips that make the contact to the side of the shaft, which makes contact with the video head. This is the newer design. I've never seen this. I've seen a lot of these machines, guys. I've had maybe 6 of them, just junk machines, and they all had the old design. They didn't have the newer design video head connector spindle on the top of it, where the head makes contact with the circuit board amplifiers before it goes down to the rest of the circuits. This is a really, really unique find. They must have, maybe they had this in for service and Ampex redesigned the scanner and they just replaced the entire scanner with the new design. Never seen one of these, but boy oh boy, this is a scanner I prefer, but probably a shot in the dark of ever finding another one, but this was replaced. This scanner was replaced by our high-end scanner with the newer contact connector on the top with the newer connector that goes to the amplifier board. This is a much better design. Obviously, they realized that, probably had tons and tons of problems with these little scanners that would spin and then they would drag and break the wires on these suckers. But anyways, brand new scanner. This thing wasn't even used. It's got no wear and tear on it. It's got no marks on it, no nothing. It's brand new. It's unbelievable. They must have replaced it after the video heads were wore out on this thing, and they just changed out the entire scanner. Real high score on this one. This one, even if this doesn't work out, the drum and scanner alone is worth gold just on this scanner alone, which has the new design on it. But anyways, it is working. And we are assessing the machine now. It does need caps. I mean, they're grody. They need to be changed out. The scanner's spinning really quiet, so that circuit is working where all the other ones were all not working at all. and this one here actually does work. Pretty amazing. And anyways, we got this yesterday, and the case is not in that greatest shape. But we do have the remote plug. You must have this plug in these units, guys, or the units will not, the buttons in the unit will not work in the front of the panel. You got to have this plug initialized in the back. But I mean, the case is kind of beat up. But I mean, this one is fixable. I mean, it's a good unit. It is fixable. Needs all brand new belts. That's obvious. The fast forward, none of this fast forward doesn't work. Rewind doesn't work. Definitely needs all new belts. But some caps. I mean, but this one can be fixed. So that's a little update on this VR-7000. We do have the Ampex 49C coming, and that's a really nice looking unit. I think that one's going to be in great shape to be able to use right out of the gate. But this one here definitely does need some repair. But you know, on this auction, you know, they said it was working, and it's working, but it's not working to be able to be used right out of the gate. It does need to be serviced. So this would be an actual easy service on this one. Doesn't need that much work compared to all the other ones that never did work. The things were a disaster. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video.